Oh, good. I just raced up Kelly's Knob. It's about a mile and 1,000 feet up, and I literally just basically ran up it. There's this big storm coming in, and I'm like right on the very edge. Like it's literally blue skies, thunderstorm, and I can hear it rolling. And it's freaking terrifying. So it's not on me yet, but I'm gonna literally run down the mountain now and try to get to the shelter before I get dumped on. I just didn't want to be at the top when it was on me. So I made it in time, I think. What is up, guys? Today is the first section out of Helen, my first day off after my double zeros. I left Unicoi Gap around 9 o'clock. It's almost 1 now. I've gone, I don't know, like 9-ish miles. I don't know, actually, how many miles I've gone. I think about 9. But my knee feels pretty good today, so I'm really stoked on that. I have the brace on. I don't know if y'all can see the brace, but yeah, I have the brace on, and it feels pretty good. Definitely twingy, but I'm just trying to take it easy. I mean, I'm doing 13 miles, but taking it easy. But yeah, I'm feeling really positive. I was super worried about the storms today, and it ended up being super beautiful. So stuff like that, I guess you just gotta let go sometimes, and it works out. But yeah, I think I might even try to head to the North Carolina border tomorrow. It's gonna be like 13 or 14 miles tomorrow if I want to get there, but I think it might be pretty worth it. Anyway, I'll catch y'all later. So I am at Deep Gap Shelter, which is like a third of a mile off trail. Passes right by a good water source. So yeah, I raced to get here at 2, and I am definitely the first one here. I kind of figured some folks from Trey Mountain Shelter would be here, but I guess they just hiked right on by. It's a cool shelter. I don't know if y'all will be able to see it at all, but let's see if maybe I can get it to adjust. Oh yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty enclosed for an AT shelter, like 3.5 walls, and it's got bunk space up there, which is pretty dope. Yeah, I'm gonna be getting my sleeping pad this next week, so I might actually try out a shelter before I hit the Smokies. So I guess I'll talk about my time in town yesterday. My zeros. It was pretty weird. The first zero was fun. Everyone was there. The second zero was kind of rough. Like, I was really sitting around, and you kind of start getting in your own head. You start thinking about, you know, oh man, I'm already taking 2 zeros. Am I being like such a baby? And of course, I made the decision so I could protect my knee. But at the same time, you start to get in your own head and be like, oh man, did I do this because I don't really want to be out there? And then, you know, the morning is coming and there's reports of rain, and you're like, oh man, I want to stay dry, I want to stay inside, I'm all showered, I'm clean. And I definitely have to say, like, as soon as I got back out here, that was gone. It was kind of the same feeling I got when I went through the arches. You know, I was nervous coming back out, and then the second I got back on trail, I was like, heck yeah, let's go. So I left Unicoi Gap around 9, and I just got to Deep Gap Shelter at like 2, so that was 13 miles. Definitely felt like I really cruised, especially because I like ran over Kelly Knob. I recorded that for y'all. I don't know how coherent it was, but this thunderstorm is like right on the edge of me, and I'm like, I don't know if it's about to start like coming down or what, so I'm sort of just sitting under the shelter cover and waiting for people to show up. But I'm probably going to dig through my food bag and grab some snackies. Yeah, I think that'll be the best thing for me to do in the meantime. But my group is a little ahead of me now, obviously, because I took 2 zeros. But I mean, I'm kind of solo hiking anyway, so I don't think it's a huge deal. I like it. Like, during the day, I like hiking by myself. I like keeping my own pace. Honestly, a lot of times I feel like I just get in a little trance and I just start moving. And then other times, excuse me, I'll get caught up thinking about stuff, but it's all like good stuff, you know. I haven't really listened to any like podcasts or anything like that yet. I've kind of just been chilling. I figure I have a lot of time tonight, so I'll probably do like an early dinner, and I keep looking over there because I'm like waiting for people to show up, but I figure I'll try to do maybe an early dinner, and then I'll either have time to you know, get set up early and mess with the tarp, or maybe I'll even like plug in a podcast and do that a little bit. so I'm hiking along today. I'm headed for the North Carolina border. I've gone about 6 miles from Deep Gap, and I stopped in at Top of Georgia for about an hour and a half. Had a pizza, did a resupply. The resupply is pretty rough. There's really like not much there at all. So it says full resupply in gut hooks and AWOLs, but it's like a half resupply. So, but anyway, I have enough food for the next few days, enough to get me to Franklin, and then once I get to Franklin, I will resupply again and be headed to the NOC. But yeah, so I think I'm literally just going to get to the border today, and then I will probably camp out at Bly Gap because that'll be like 12-13 miles, and I'm still going easy for the knee, but it was feeling pretty shaky this morning, and there go the poles. My knee was feeling pretty shaky this morning, but after a couple miles it started to feel pretty good, so I'm cruising right now, 3-ish miles an hour, so check y'all later. Just 13 to go. Definitely the best view I've had. Everybody say hey.
Hey. Hey.
Hey. I track.
Hey.
Hey.
Big bunch of them. Yeah, we're just at camp and decided to peek out at the old plane. What shelter are we at?
Muskrat.
Muskrat. We're by the Muskrat shelter. Million pieces. We're like 50 yards. We're like 50 yards from the first wreckage. Oh, he's right. This is the wing. Wow. This thing has to be spread out like over 100 yards. I said this has to be spread out like over 100 yards.
I don't understand where it came in. I was trying to look for trees that moved.
Plowed through in the 70s.
This thing is all over the place.
Different parts.
Instant death.
That's pretty, I mean, yeah, for sure.
I mean, that's a little plane, too.
It's a cool first side adventure.
I think this was the whole.
Dude, this thing's an antique. Don't with it.
Like aluminum?
Yeah, I mean, that's why it hasn't rusted, I'm assuming. Definitely best view of the trip, for sure.
Yeah, so far, dude.
We're not going to be able to hear shit with the wind blowing, but... That's just like everything. Even if I brought my big lens, it'd be shit. Alright guys, so this is my third day out of Helen. I've got about 5 miles. It's like 11, so I'm feeling okay. I was trying to do 16 today. We'll see if that happens, but the plan was to do 16 today, like 10 tomorrow, and then 2 the day after, so I could go into Franklin for a day. But I don't know, I might just take my time. I'm still dealing with the knee. It's doing pretty good. And then I actually have a really nasty blister on the back of my foot because I cut open the blister the other day, and I thought when I was walking on it and it was hurting, I was like, oh, it must just be, you know, my blister hurting that, you know, is already open, but a blister actually formed under that blister, so it's like blisters on blisters now. So I've been trying to keep it popped and drained and all that good stuff. So it was also supposed to be like pretty sunny today. It's been pretty much gray all day, so the hope is that in the next hour or two it will clear up, and then maybe I can pound out at least 8 more miles. yeah, at least 8 more miles, potentially 12. So we will just have to see how I'm feeling. But I'll update y'all later. To think, it was raining all morning, and I just walked past this little alcove, and I almost didn't walk out here and see this view. "100 miles on the Appalachian Trail." Crazy. It's crazy. I just left. And 100 miles in. Hoping I catch up to my group today, but I feel like $1 million right now. I know it's just a little step, but it feels really good.